All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this over here. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, guys. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let me see if you guys can hear me. Afternoon. Good morning. How was Asia session today, guys? How's the Asia sesh? We're in a new background. Yep. Let me see. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Ready for another good week in the markets. It is a US bank holiday today, so we'll see what London gives. See what London gives. You guys take any Asia trades today? Small long, 88 ticks. Man, that's a good long, man. 88 ticks. That's a great long. Very nice. Audio very good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. If any guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Been trading for the past 8 years and mainly focused on gold futures here in the European session. So we're back. We're back on. It was a crazy week in the markets last week. Very crazy week in the markets. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get this week. Apologies, you guys on YouTube. The lighting is a little bit funny here. I'm not sure why. It's like really dull here, but it should be okay. I'll fix it for tomorrow. Yeah, well, it was, yeah. Took the hourly fake out into VWAP. Hourly fake out into VWAP. That sounds like a good trade. What was that? This short here? This short? That sounds like a good trade. You take that short trade? Oh, the long? This one? That Morningstar long? Oh, the one going now. Sorry, man. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the long here, yeah. Tag lows, close bullish. That long there. Yeah, nice. I like that trade. I really like that trade. You're already up like 100 ticks. I like that. So yeah, we'll break it down this morning, guys. We'll look at some other markets. We'll look at gold. We'll look at silver. We'll look at NQ. See what we have for the week ahead. We'll have a look at the news because, like I said, it is a US bank holiday today. So before we do anything, let me just have a quick look, see what we got. Do we have anything overnight? What do we have? So Monday, the 16th of February, we have a Canadian and US bank holiday. So expect a very quiet US session today, guys. Maybe even quiet into London. We'll see. You still had some, even though it's a US bank holiday, Asia still had great moves. London markets are still open. So we'll see what we get. Let me just turn this down a little bit. For the rest of the week, Tuesday, not really anything. Wednesday, we do have FOMC meeting minutes at 7 o'clock London time. Thursday, what do we have? Thursday, we got unemployment claims. And then Friday, we have advanced GDP, 1:30 London time. Core PCE price index, manufacturing PMI at 245. So big day Friday, big day Wednesday, big day Friday, US bank holiday today. So could you expect maybe a quieter Monday and Tuesday and then some more volume into Wednesday onwards? Yes, very likely. Let me just get the chart up here as well. What do you make of the way futures grabbed previous daily high to start day, but spot didn't? To be honest, I wouldn't have traded Asia today. I don't. If you look at the way the spot chart daily closed on Friday, it doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. It's the weirdest spot close I think I've probably ever seen. I wouldn't have known which direction to trade in today, so yeah, I wouldn't have been able to trade Asia, I'll be honest. I had to look at it like I had to look at it on Sunday. I was like, oh, could I maybe get a swing on the personal here coming into market open? But then I saw that daily close on Friday. I was like, no, I'm not. I wouldn't trade that on a Monday. Yeah, you're in longs. Yeah, nice. Longs are good. Yeah, these longs look nice. You guys who are in this long, tag the lows, closed bullish. Like that's a very nice trade right there. Very nice trade. Yeah, big daily faker. Yeah, that's the thing. You had a strong bearish closure on Thursday, and then a strong bullish closure on Friday. But there was like no top and bottom wick on that daily close. It was very strange, very strange. But let's have a look. Before we jump in, you guys who were here on, let me just see. You guys who were here on Friday stream, if you guys remember, what did we speak about on Friday? You guys who were here on Friday, remember, we spoke about price coming down to grab these lows here. So price came down, grabbed the lows at about 10:30 lunchtime, came down, grabbed the lows, broke back above, then had you great longs all the way back up into these highs here. So Friday was a very, very nice day for longs. You guys who traded Friday and were here on the London stream, this was an absolutely perfect buy right here. Perfect buy up into a very nice liquidity level, along with a simple trend line coming down. Most people try to short that trend line. You're trying to buy it up into the trend line. So if you guys were here on Friday and you followed the liquidity levels, there was some amazing, amazing trades that we shared in the London stream. Amazing trades. You caught that? Nice, Corey. Nice. It was a great trade, man. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hourly morning star below a liquidity level with clear targets. Super simple. And even if you just took it into here, that was a, what was that? That was a 430 tick move. 430 tick move. You took that at 1 micro, $430 right there. That's a huge trade off very, very, very simple technicals that we speak about and teach here every single day. We also gave these liquidity lows and we gave a price to come back up into these highs. Well, when you have liquidity on both sides, you don't know which one you're going to go for first. That's fine. That's not our job to worry about which level are we going to tag first. If we tag the highs, cool, maybe we go short. We tag the lows, we hold support, cool, we'll go long. Super simple. So Friday and Monday last week were two of the best days in the markets. Two very, very, very nice opportunities. Now, let's have a look. Coming into today, what could we get for today here? Let's have a look, guys. So, how did we close last week? Let's have a look. So, we did close back above. Can I hide this? Let me see if I can hide the news here. How do I... Is there a way to hide news? How do I hide that? I'm sure there's a way to hide that. I don't like the news things there. Can you not? I thought you could. Do you guys know how to hide this? I'm sure there's a way to not show this. I don't remember that being on my charts before. It's kind of annoying. Let me see if I can get rid of this. That's fine. Whatever, all good. So, last week, we did close back above $5,000. But we didn't close above the previous weekly high. So, we can clearly say the support of 5,000, there's also resistance right at like 50, 60-ish. On the left? In here? Oh, in here? No. I don't know. That's alright. So, you know, it's not the best of wait, where? Settings. Oh. Here? Ah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. There you go. Thank you, man. Legend. Yeah, you can see like weeklies grabbing lows, holding support, grabbing highs, holding resistance. So there's no real weekly breakout right now. We have big resistance here. We got big support of 5,000. Now we're not swing trading, so it doesn't really matter too much, but when I can't really get a sense of daily or weekly direction, it definitely makes me a bit skeptical coming into lower time frame, especially with a US bank holiday. So for me here on gold, there's no real daily bias here, to be honest, guys. There's no, you must come up and grab these highs or you must come down and grab the lows. That happened on Friday. It also happened last week. You know, we called longs up into these highs and then we called shorts for a pullback. Well, we've done everything that we said we would, and now we're stuck in between these two levels. So you guys on Zoom, we spoke about price to come up and grab these highs. We spoke about shorts down into these lows. Well, now that we've done both of that and we failed to close above or below, well, it's where gold can get a little bit range bound and price action could get pretty tricky. The nice trade so far here is this hourly liquidity grab and breakout. You guys who are in these pre-London longs right now, this is a great trade. Where would I be targeting for this trade? I mean, I would be pretty skeptical that you would start maybe holding around here. I don't really have any upside targets or downside targets. You can see you have a trend line coming up like this. You also have a, you know, trend line coming down like this. So it's kind of any man's game right now. Above these hourly highs, I would be skeptical that you find some resistance. You're also coming right back up into that VWAP. That was a nice 30 close. Look at that. Like, tag the lows, close bullish, continue pushing higher. Nice nice liquidity grab there. So even if we do find resistance, I wouldn't be shorting yet. I wouldn't be shorting yet. But right now, there is no daily bias. There's no daily bias. There's also no weekly bias. So you have to stay very reactive to intraday breakouts. You also have a US bank holiday. So does that scream, let's trade full size today? Or does that scream, let me take a step back today? To me, it says, well, US bank holiday. Gold's already had a pretty decent push up here. We're back at resistance. We're bouncing off support. You know, if today breaks out, great. Tomorrow we got great longs. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. Screams touch some grass time. Exactly. That's not to say we can't get trades here in London. We can still get intraday scalps in here. You know, take our small piece of the pie, but it means I'm not going to be looking for a huge breakout trade today. So you guys who are already in the longs, well, it's not going to be a huge trending day. So if you get it from here to here, 100, 200 ticks, job done. I'd be more than happy with 100 ticks here today. More than happy. Yeah, nice. I like that, Sean. I like that, man. I like that. I like that. So that's gold. You know, we'll still watch gold. I probably want to wait for the London Open. I probably want to see this, see if this hourly candle closes above the previous hourly high, or do we wick it and hold below? If we wick it and hold below, then there's potential for a short. Let's have a look at silver here. Silver. See, now silver to me does look nice for a bit of a pullback. Daily time frame. You see here, Friday, tag lows, close bullish. So this looks nicer. How do we close on the weekly time frame on silver? Pretty decent support. You had this rejection, you re-grabbed the lows, you wicked all the way back above. So silver longs could be interesting. Overall, maybe back up into Friday's high. But again, could today just be an inside day of Friday? Yeah, easily. It's like I say, it's a US bank holiday. I wouldn't be looking for a massive trending moves here today. Yeah, liquidity on both sides. Yep, I can see that, man. I can see that. I like that. Yeah, liquidity on both sides. So you kind of got resistance here, support down here. Right now, you are right back in the middle. Did you just grab the highs? Yes, even still for silver here. Look at this. See how you get these big rejections? You typically always come down and re-grab them lows. Well, you didn't quite do that yet on silver. So there is the possibility to come back down and retest these lows at $75. There is also the potential to come back up into 80. So depending on which way we break out here in this next hourly candle close will depend on which level we want to trade into. And like I say, when you have liquidity on both sides and you don't really know which level is going to get grabbed, well, you don't need to. Your job's not to predict the markets, your job's to react. We're not paid to think about which level can get grabbed first. If we close bullish, cool, target the highs. If you close bearish, target the lows. Super simple. Don't overthink it too much. There was a question that was asked last week, how do you trade when there's liquidity on both sides of the markets? Well, you just let the markets come to you. You break to the downside, you target the lows. You break to the upside, you target the highs. So super simple. Gold's still breaking high here, guys. Gold's having a nice squeeze. A very, very nice squeeze on gold. You had a massive liquidity grab on gold at 5 a.m. London time. Look at this. 5 a.m. London time. Came down, wicked all of the lows, wicked all the way back above. That's a 145 tick. 145 tick. 5-minute liquidity grab to fuel this whole entire move up. Look at that. So anyone who's buying here, what they do, price comes down, massively wicks the lows, holds right back above, and then it has the move. That's a big grab on gold right there. That's a big grab. Yeah, nice trade, man. Nice trade. Closing here. Nice. Nice. I like that. Nice. Nice trade. Nice pre-London long there. So again, silver, I want to see how we're going to react on here. Because, look, you're coming right back into resistance. Not so sure Jai's here, but Jai did take a long here in Asia. But you're buying right at resistance. Doesn't make any sense. So you tried to buy here early, you got squeezed all the way back out. So I want to see if silver finds some resistance here for a potential short. You know, even just for a pullback into some hourly lows. Could be nice. See if you can maybe wick the highs one more time, and then potential shorts on silver. I wouldn't want to be a buyer this high on silver. If I was going to be a buyer on silver, I would want to be a buyer right back down here. So could you see some London shorts into that? Maybe, we'll see. But I know for a fact I don't want to be a buyer this high. Therefore, I can write off 50% of the hardest part on silver. I don't want to be a buyer, I want to be a seller, so I'll wait for a sell setup. I mean, they've not even opened yet, Isaac. It's 7 AM on a Monday morning, man. It's a US bank holiday. Will they come out some this week? Maybe, we'll see. But have they come out with anything yet? No, they've not even opened yet, man. Yeah, they are showing. Yep, they are, man. Yep. Let's see. Let's have a look at NQ. Wow, look at this on NQ. Look at these pre-London moves here. Look at these pre-London moves. Gold with the pre-London move. NQ with the pre-London move. Look at this. It's kind of I wouldn't have bought this anyway. This looks pretty choppy here on NQ. How did we close last week? How was last week's close? Very bearish. But again, it's very, very messy here on NQ. Look at this high time frame, which is in one big massive range. Huge support at 24,500. Held it. Also held back above 24,750 and trying to pull back. I would say on NQ, you're very likely to grab last week's low. But in terms of a daily setup, look at this. You came down, you grabbed lows, you held support, you're already pushing back higher. Can we check? Yes, yep, we can have a look at yes. Definitely. We got London open in 10 minutes as well. The temp here, man, I'm not too sure to be honest. It's pretty... let's have a look. Probably like 11 or 12. Yeah, 12 degrees, man. 12 degrees, which is not bad. It's no Australia, but not bad for February in Europe. So yeah, NQ, nice daily morning star playing out right now. Again, if I was going to be a buyer on NQ, there's not really anyone here I'd really want to be a buyer. Look how messy this price action is here. Remember, guys, it's a US bank holiday. You go all in today on a Monday morning with US bank holiday. You have to ask yourself why you're doing that. It doesn't make much sense. I'll be very cautious trading these markets today. Yes, let's have a look. How did we close last week? Again, very bearish. We have grabbed some nice downside lows. What's some key levels that we're holding here? Let's put 6,800. Very nice support. Big resistance, 7,000. In between, right in the middle, we do also have 6,900, which is nice support. Resistance, support. It was a pretty strong weekly bearish closure last week. But again, look at this on ES. Same thing as NQ. This is a pretty perfect morning star play right here. Look at this. Pretty perfect morning star play. And let me see. You guys who maybe... where are we? Let me see if I can share this. If you guys didn't see, I did post a video yesterday talking about these morning and evening star plays. So if you guys haven't seen it, rather than watching live markets, go study this. It's very, very, very key. I posted this last night. It's a very good breakdown of this exact pattern right here. The pattern that's happening on gold right now, the pattern that's happening on the daily time frame here on NQES. Very, very, very simple, but very key. Now, what could you see on ES for the day? It's a very, very, very hard read here. Because longs look great if you look at this daily time frame. Longs look great. You wicked the previous day lows. You failed to close below. Like, that's a great indication to buy right there. However, if you were buying here, well, where would you buy? You'd buy at the flip, right? You buy at the open. You don't buy this high above the open. Now, if I wouldn't buy this high, does that mean I would all of a sudden start selling it? Personally, I wouldn't. Why? Because it's intraday pushing higher. And there's no downside targets for me to sell it. So, yeah, ES and Q, although it's probably not what we want to hear, it's the reality that this looks very, 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 very choppy. Very, very, very messy. I think even gold's looking nice in this right now. So, Yeah, ES and NQ, I'd be careful. Personally, I don't really see any directional liquidity levels. It's also US bank holiday. So if the markets do range today, don't get annoyed if it, don't get frustrated. That's trading. It's a US bank holiday. It's Monday morning. Wow, look at this on gold. Gold squeezing beautifully. There's no need to go all in. You take, if you traded last week, you took the longs on Friday. You took the longs that we shared on Monday. It's like, what was the longs on? Longs on Monday were about 300 ticks. The longs here were about 400. Where's 700 ticks? One micro, $700 in 2 trading days on one account. You don't need to be jumping in every single up and down tick move of the markets. You need quality over quantity. Is there quality setups right now? Not really. But that's right now. Does that mean there can't be quality setups for the rest of the day? Of course not. It just means right now you need to stay a little bit patient. Especially on NQ and ES. I think they're probably the worst looking out of everything that we've looked at so far. We do have, we got London open in 5 minutes. I want to see if ES is going to hold these, Silver is going to hold these previous highs for a short, or we close above. I'm hoping we hold the highs for a short, because if we close above, I don't want to be a buyer here. There's no risk reward for me to be a buyer here. So I'm hoping we can wick down below in the next 4 minutes and then potentially short. For gold, yeah, gold again, same thing. See if we close above these highs or we wick below. I wouldn't really want to sell gold because gold's already given a pretty decent buy setup. You tag lows, you broke back above 5,000. That's already a nice push there. 200 ticks. 200 ticks. Do I trade copper? I don't, but we can absolutely have a look. I have traded copper before. Yeah, me too. Yeah, silver's been giving nice setups. Yeah, definitely. I don't trade copper much, but we can definitely break it down if it's something. Like I say, if it's personally, I only trade gold, but anything else you guys are looking at, we can absolutely break it down. I have traded silver before. Sorry, silver. I've traded copper before, but I'm not a huge fan of intraday trading copper. I'm not a huge fan of the way that moves. But like I say, we can absolutely break it down. We got time here on gold. We got London open in 4 minutes here as well. Gold is getting a little bit of a pullback right at the hourly close. Yeah. And that was the last time I traded it, Sean. The last time I traded silver, the last time I traded copper, I had a huge long. That was the last time I traded. Where was my, I can't even remember where it was. It wasn't that long ago. Where was a long, here. This was the last time is that a year? No way is that a year. A year since I last traded copper. I'm pretty sure it was that one there. No way. Or maybe it was this one? I'm not too sure. It's just choppy, messy. It doesn't move anywhere near as nice as gold. If it doesn't move as nice as gold, it's not even worth thinking about. I see, yeah, maybe I've been trading 9 years. Yeah, time's gone faster than I thought. If it doesn't move nicer than gold, I don't even think about it. But copper intraday, I just find it very hard to read price action. Very, very, very hard. I like trading gold so much because I can read price action. I can read simple price action patterns with simple liquidity levels, but copper, it's very hard to trust an hourly breakout. You see fake outs and just manipulation and just ranges just so much. So much. But in terms of you guys who are looking at copper, we got London open in 2 minutes. I mean, any market that looks like this on the weekly time frame, I personally am running a mile. I would not even. I will break it down for you guys because I want to just show why. But if ever you see a weekly time frame market looking like this, where you have massive support, you have huge resistance and liquidity, and you're failing to close above or below, I can already guarantee you, without even needing to look at the lower time frame, it is going to be extremely choppy. Look at this daily time frame. You break out, straight back down. You break lower, straight back up. It is an awful market to look at, unfortunately. So even if I did trade copper, I mean, you wouldn't have been able to trade it for the whole entire year. It looks very messy. I mean, today does look nice for longs. You have a bit of a morning star shaping up here. It's kind of like what we said on ES and NQ. You tagged lows, you held support. So buying copper looks nice. But again, I find it very difficult to read copper because you could just also just do nothing. If I had to give a say of copper, look, I'll give what I think could happen. You have a bit of a trend line coming down here. You are also holding a inverse head and shoulders. So you could pull back a little bit, but ideally I would like to buy copper. If I had to give a say here on copper, which I don't like to do because it's so choppy, I would say pull back and just keep buying. You have a nice trend line coming down, so same as gold with these trend line plays. People trying to short these trend lines, looking for these huge play ups. Well, I'd be buying up into the trend line, buying up into where most people are trying to sell. Same as gold on Friday. You had a very nice intraday trend line coming down. You're buying up into where most people are trying to sell. So pretty much very similar setup here. Let's have a look. We got London Open here, guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely. If you, that's the thing. If you trade gold, but gold's not really moving as nice, or you find it hard with the 1 micro on gold, yeah, silver makes much more sense to trade. Silver moves much similar to gold than copper. So London Open, silver didn't really close above the previous hourly high. So silver to me looks like a, look at this straight run up here pre-London from 5 a.m. London time. Huge push up, no pullbacks whatsoever. So to me, a pullback of this looks nice. Pullbacks on silver could be nice. Gold is still closing. Gold closed above the previous high, so gold's still bullish. But again, would I buy gold? No, I won't buy gold up here. There's no risk to reward to me for buy from here. I also won't sell it. So gold for this next hour, 8 a.m. Don't even worry about it. Walk away for that 8 a.m. candle. Let it close. Then make your decision. Yeah, I think so, sure. Which could take at least like 2 to 3 hours. Easy. Let's have a look here. Where are we? Good morning, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, man. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Appreciate you tuning in. Can you explain how you identify liquidity levels and what time frame? I mean, it would take me a very long time to go through the whole entire plan of breaking down how to identify liquidity levels, what time frames to use. We would be here for hours. But I did post a YouTube video. I posted it in the chat. I posted this yesterday. It breaks it down a lot more. There's also access to get free, to get my trading course and videos for completely free. So if you go on the video I posted before, man, it explains it in much more depth than I can do right now. Because we would be here for hours if I was to break down the whole entire plan. But if you go watch the latest YouTube video, in the description of that, there's access to a completely free course as well. Let's have a look here, Joseph. Let me see your chart, man. Says no downside targets. What do you mean exactly? For ES, the reason there's no, I don't see any downside targets on the ES right now is because you've grabbed previous daily lows. You've wicked daily lows. So to me, there's no liquidity targets. You held the lows. See here, short on the lows. To me, this looks like a bit of a morning star play. It's also more so just yeah, very messy. Like there's nothing for me to want to target here. You also just had a hourly fake out here as well. You broke bearish, you broke right back above, you squeezed higher. Goldie's still ripping here. Perfect, man. Yeah, of course, man. It's a good point. It's a good question. It's just more so, yeah. You know, you might have like maybe some lows. You could draw these lows, but I think looking at this first would make me skeptical to want to short. Gold's still pushing higher. Silver also pushing higher. This could be interesting for shorts. Look at this run on gold. You guys in the pre-London gold long is a great trade. I didn't see that as a great trade. The reason silver could be nice for shorts is because this hourly's opening and instantly pushing up. Well, if we're going to see a bullish closure, you would likely come down first for a bit of a bottom wick. So I'm going to watch for potential breakouts for silver shorts for a bit of a pullback. Obviously, it's going to be very risky because right now we're bullish. But again, I won't be a buyer here on gold. I also won't be a buyer here on silver. I'm not looking to take these little 5-minute scalps. I want good quality trades. Because you can look at this, go, could you have bought gold here? Say you could, but what? I'm not here for 30 ticks. I want the big 100, 200 tick move that's going to make it worthwhile. Because at any point, if you buy gold this high, you have to be willing to manage so quick, because at any point you can pull right back down. And you can just take loads of unnecessary break-evens for no apparent reason other than you just want to be in a trade. Can't I show free calls? Really? Anyone else having the same issue? Where are you from as well, man? Depends. You may have to use a VPN, so it depends where you're from. It should take you straight to the page. There's lots of other people in there, man, so it should work. Oh, there's lots of other guys in there that works fine. I'm not too sure, 100% too sure why it's not working for you, man. But you should fill in details. Should take you straight there. Silver starts breaking back below, guys. I'm looking for a risky short into some hourly lows. Just for a bit of a pullback. Nothing crazy. Again, it's very risky because you have been so bullish, but it's the only trade I see worthwhile right now. You're above previous hourly highs. You haven't really grabbed any downside levels. You got a bit of a trend line coming up here, so you could squeeze that. Oh, look at that, straight back down. Yeah, maybe try incognito. Yeah, incognito mode. Yeah, maybe that should do it. But it will definitely work. It's set up so it should take you straight there, man. See, look at this, wicking out the highs. This is why I like these potential silver shorts. Now, remember, silver does move very big, so if I do take silver shorts, I don't just blindly follow it. Because if it doesn't work, I couldn't care less. But if you guys take it and you're over leveraged and it stops you out, well, we could be risking $400 to $500 here. So don't blindly follow don't blindly follow silver trades. Silver's a different beast to gold. And if gold's not shaping up for you right now, just wait. Just wait. You got all week to trade. All week, all day. Yeah, it could be a fake out. I mean, I would like it as a fake out. Topstep aren't denying payouts. What's up with Topstep denying payouts? Topstep aren't denying payouts. I've never had a payout denied on Topstep. There was an email about hedging. That's a whole different story. Again, I never had that email, so I can't really say. But there's also, like, I think people just like to. There's a lot of people just jumping on just complete lies and rumors online as well. People just love to just cause drama and make things up. But no, there's no denied payouts. No, there you go. Tom, request on Friday. No issues yet. There you go. If you saw my YouTube video yesterday, you'll see the payouts I've taken, and I will very likely get another payout this month as well. I've already had 2 payouts this month. I'll very likely get another 1 or 2. But yeah, there was some issues with the hedging side. I'm not 100% sure on that side, but there was no just random denied payouts. Let's see, Goldie trying to fall back below. Oh, look at this on silver. Okay, if silver breaks out here, I'm going to try and short, because this is what I was saying. You could be coming up to wick out these highs before potentially pulling back. Again, this Audi could easily just close doji as well. It's very, very possible. Very possible. Gold trying to find some resistance. Silver trying to find some resistance. So, not the cleanest opportunities, but we are following what we're saying right now. This is a pretty decent fake out here. You could see silver pull all the way right back down to VWAP. But it's not going to be a plain sailing just run down. It's very likely to create a range for a while. You're going to have to give it some breathing room. And remember, silver does move very big, so even at 1 micro, you're probably risking at least like $500-600 here. Is that 8? Or is that 900? Yeah, look at that. So breakout, quick pullback. Look and see if I can short. See if we can short silver here. It's doing what we want so far. Gold also finding resistance, so I said I'm not buying gold this high. I also won't sell gold yet because gold is just closing bullish on the hourly time frame, whereas silver didn't really close as bullish. So why would I sell silver and not sell gold? Well, let's have a look. Look at the hourly time frame. It failed to close above the previous highs. Have a look at the hourly time frame on gold. We aggressively closed above the previous highs. So that's a very strong sign that we'll push up. So I'm much more comfortable to short silver because silver's showing me hourly time frame resistance. Wow, look at this. Look at this on silver. Don't push too much. I'd like to be in this I'd like to be short on silver here. Quick pullback on the 5 and I'll see if I can get it. Okay, guys, if you don't normally trade silver, don't trade it. Yeah, slow down silver. I know, give us a chance. I mean, this is nice, but it's what we want to see, but give us an opportunity, because as soon as we hit previous hourly lows, you have to manage. So as soon as you hit previous hourly lows, that's potential management areas. So I want to get short before that happens. So if we can pull back here, quick little pullback, I want to see if I can short silver. If we open and squeeze these lows, I won't short it. Gold back down at VWAP as well. Where are we? Where's gold? Look at this one, Goldie. Gold right back down. Nice exit on the longs there, Sean. Nice exit on the longs, man. Right back to that VWAP. Quick little pullback. Potential intraday head and shoulders here. Left shoulder, head. Just come up, quick right shoulder, and I'll sell it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, good trade, man. Good trade. Good trade. There you go. So there's hourly lows hit there on silver. You just hit hourly lows and instant bottom wick. You may pull back a little bit. All about left shoulders. Yes. Alright, guys. Like I say, it is Monday morning. I remind you guys because it's important. Don't get FOMO. Don't go against everything that we said over the weekend that we wouldn't do. You know, we come on this week like, you know what, this week we're going to be more patient. We're going to follow the plan. We're going to look for quality setups. Don't throw all of that out the window as soon as the markets start moving. If we get a trade here together, amazing. If not, who cares? We have all week. We got all week. If I was selling silver, this liquidity level here would be where I would be managing. So will I start shorting silver here? No, because that is previous hourly lows. Oh, wait, what? No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, excuse me. It's not. That was 30-minute lows. Hourly lows is here. So I could still short. Sorry, that's my bad. That was 30-minute lows. Hourly lows are down here. So yes, there is opportunity to still short silver. Hourly lows are down there. That was 30-minute lows. I mean, yeah, literally, yeah. I'm sure we've all done it. You make great plans over the weekend. You tell yourself, you know what? Coming into the markets this week, I'm going to change this, this, and this. You come here Monday morning, the markets move a little bit, and you all of a sudden start getting erratic again. Oh, I should be buying, I should be selling. And you just keep going through that same cycle. If your job this week is to look for quality over quantity, then you shouldn't even be trading right now. Wait for the quality setups. We tell ourselves, you know what, coming into this week, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. But as soon as you see the markets moving, the emotions come straight back in. But you guys have to remember, our job isn't to trade every single up and down tick move of the markets. Our job is to look for quality over quantity. We don't need to be in multiple trades every single day. We need good quality setups. Look at this last week. Last week was a great week. Look at this. Last week was a great week. We had great trades Monday, great trades Friday. If I don't get many trades this week, guess what? Who cares? Couldn't care less. Because you maximize the good opportunities. You maximize the good opportunities, you stay out of the way of the bad opportunities. And how do you know when there's good opportunities? Well, you got clear daily bias, clear targets. Although I can short gold down, silver down here for a little scalp here. Is this a good quality setup that I would take time and time again? No, it's just a little bit of a pullback trade. If it doesn't work, I wouldn't really care too much. were the main good trades. Yeah, 100% Sean. Yep. Hourly was the best time frame last week. Like I said, you could have literally taken the buys on Friday. You could have taken the buys on Monday that we also shared in Discord, and there's your 2 trades right there. Super simple, and you could have avoided all of this noise. Look at all this noise. Even here right now on gold, there's still so much noise. And if gold actually closes like this, tags highs and closes bearish, will I sell gold? No, because then you're tagging highs bearish, tagging lows bullish range. Oh, look at that Goldie. Silver, damn. Gold having a big spike lower there. I really wanted a short silver. I'm not going to chase it though. I just wanted a little bit of a quick pullback to short there. That's unfortunate. Just a quick little bit of a pullback. I would have got short. Gold just had a decent spike lower there. Gold just dropped. What was that? Almost 100 ticks in 5 minutes. Yeah, gold down 100 ticks in 5 minutes there. Again though, although I'm not in a trade, this is also exactly why I said I wasn't buying. So I've protected the capital so far here this morning. Reading it nicely, but it's not really catching an entry. So reading it perfectly, how there's not really seeing too much to be able to short this. Again, 15 closure, cool. 15 tagged the highs bearish. If we pull back, I'd like to sell silver. I'd have to see it pull back now though. I won't chase it this low. And that's what happens. So sometimes you might come on, you might read the markets perfectly like we have done here. Said I won't buy this high because I think you can pull back. I won't buy this high because I think you can pull back. Well, fantastic. We've saved ourselves an unnecessary loss by trying to buy this high when I said I wouldn't. Therefore, have we made money? Well, we haven't made money, but we've also not taken a loss. So, in a way, we have. We've done our job so far this morning. Let me have a quick look at. Let's go look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin at? Bought some more Bitcoin over the weekend. Bitcoin at 68,500. Huge area for Bitcoin. Is it on a futures chart? 68.6. Look at this. Bitcoin looking very interesting. I did buy some Bitcoin over the weekend. Only small amounts. I'll probably buy some more this week. Into the next few weeks. Let me go back. Where are we? MGC. Let's have a look. A little bit of a... Where are we? Wrong chart. So let me go. A little bit of a pullback. And like I say, I will try and short silver. Maybe wick some 5-minute highs and then potential short. Break-even point would be previous hourly lows. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can take a. Let me take a little sell here on silver. Risk about 400. See if we can come and get this lower. Any pullback here? See if I can manage. Let me see, man. What am I drinking? I'm drinking. I got my electrolytes and I got the coffee, man. We're getting hydrated and we're getting caffeinated at the same time. Hey Aaron, after grabbing the recent hourly lows, would you not be interested to take buys into 77430? 77430 is what's that for, man? Bitcoin? Maybe you're looking at Bitcoin, maybe. Bitcoin? Silver? So you mean $77 430? Maybe is that what you mean? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you mean these highs here. Yeah, possible. But again, you know, I mean, if silver breaks hard, you know, you could buy silver all the way back up into 79.50-ish. But I would still like silver to have like a decent pullback into like 75-80s before potentially going higher. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. If this 5 minute starts to close straight back above, can potentially manage, but there's no bottom wick on this current 15. Oh yeah, maybe man that, yeah, 77.5 You said 77,430, but I assume you mean $77,430. Yeah, if you mean these ones here, it's possible. Definitely possible. 5-minute closes straight like this, guys, I'll just get out straight away. It's not, I want to see a quick top wick and sell off. If you close this bullish in 1 minute, I'll just exit right away and wait. There's a strong reaction straight back higher. There we go. So you don't trade silver, don't follow silver trades. But yeah, if we do start to break back higher, like I say, I like silver to potentially come all the way back up into here. All the way back up into that 79,270. But yeah, could you target these highs first? Yes, that's also nice. But if I was going to buy silver up into there, I would like to be a buyer back down here. That's what I'm trying to see if we can intraday sell it before potentially long. But if this 5-minute close is bullish in 16 seconds, I will look to manage this pretty much straight away. It's an aggressive closure, straight back bullish. Remember, you could create some pretty messy ranges here. Let's see how this 5-minute opens. So what do? We broke bearish. We broke straight back above. The tough thing is there's no bottom wick on this 15. But 30-minute close. Yeah, it's not looking great. Let me bring this down a little bit. I want to see if this 5-minute can break lower. We're risking about what are we risking about 280. Gold right back up as well. Gold held 5,000 on the spot chart. Back bullish. I'm sticking with my 280 risk here. If I was to buy silver back up into here, you'd want to see the 30-minute flip. There you go. I'm out there on silver. Let me just get rid of that. I'm out there on silver. Tried to short the 15 breakout. Again, average trade, average range. But like I say, it was very risky. Silver's bullish. I was happy to give the risk a try, but we'll take the minus. I'll take the minus 270 and wait. If you start closing back above here, could you buy this range? You could. But I'd be concerned at any point it can pull right back down against you. To me, Goldie looks like it still wants to pull back more. I like gold to pull back more. Same as silver, to be honest. Same as silver. Unless we start reclosing back below, then cool, maybe give it another chance. But right now, probably want to see this 30-minute close in 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, technicality, but it's a 5-minute fake out. Well, I don't trade 5-minute fake outs. But yeah, I mean, technically it is. You close bearish, you close right bullish. Same as here, you close bullish, you close straight back below. That's a fake out as well. So you're faking out to the highs, you're also faking out to the lows. And don't look at 5-minute price action. If this 30-minute close like this in 7 minutes, you're wicking lows, wicking highs. I still like this to sell off. I still like it to pull back. It could also not very much for quite some time. But if I look at this hourly time frame, like I say, as long as we don't close above this resistance, to me this looks like a nice evening star to short. Back down in some lows. But to be honest, I will very likely be my one trade here for the day. Today's not the day to go too crazy. Yeah, you want to be spotting these these fake outs on hourly time frame, for instance. Them London longs. This is a great fake out because you broke support, tagged the lows, broke straight back above. Like that's the nicest fake out right there. That's the nicest fake out. Let me see silver. If we start breaking back below, potential re-entries, but again, I'd have to see some decent volume because I don't want to go too crazy here on a Monday morning. Let's see silver. Let's see. Remember, there's no bottom wick on this 15, but if this 15 closes above, then that's a 15 fake out. Therefore, then you'd want to be cautious. But I think waiting for this 30 minutes, 6 minutes makes the most sense. NQ again, tagging lows, tagging highs. NQ not really moving too much either. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Not doing too much. Is London grey? What do you mean? Is London grey? Is the weather grey? If so, I have no idea. I'm not. I'm not in London. Yeah, if you mean is London grey and is the weather grey? I have no idea. I'm not in London. Thankfully, I'm in Spain, where it is nice and blue skies behind me. It's crap. There you go, Philippines. Yeah, there you go. There's a surprise. Is London ever not grey? A handful of times out of the year. So not bad 5 minute close there, wick and highs. But again, if we look at this on, is this a 5 minute evening start to go short? I mean, the reality is we're just holding resistance, holding support. Tried to give the breakout a chance, didn't work, broke back above. We're just ranging here. Silver's like that London weather right now. Same as gold. London is sunny. London's sunny for a change. Oh, there you go. Let me see here. What's the temp? It's sunny. Oh, it is, yeah, nice. 6 degrees and sunny. Oh, there you go. It's very sunny here in Spain, sunny in London. So maybe it's a good sign to go out and enjoy the sun instead of watching markets chop today. Shorts, but yeah, it's shorts for summer. Summer right there. Again, look at this. You're very likely, I think you'll see this hourly close doji here in these markets. Now, if you do close doji on the hourly time frame, I still think shorting silver is nice. Shorting gold, I wouldn't sell gold. Because gold, you have already had the liquidity grab, so therefore there's no targets to sell gold. Whereas silver, you didn't really grab the lows. You also haven't grabbed any hourly liquidity. So to me, silver could easily come down and spike a lot of lows. So if I was to sell a market here at 9 AM London time, it would be silver. Personally, I wouldn't short gold. Freezing Wales, yeah, I bet, man. Fishing late, nice, nice. How cold is it in Wales, man? Is it, what is it? Oh, like 2, 3. That's a 6. 6 is summer, man. Summer. So yeah, me personally, guys, I won't spend much time with the charts today. Like I said, it's US bank holiday. Markets are looking pretty choppy. Yeah, wind chill, true. Yeah, 6 probably feels well much colder. Yeah, personally, obviously, guys, we won't be trading New York today with the US bank holiday, so this will pretty much be my only real desired chart time here today. I won't be spending any more time on the charts today. So you guys know there'll be no New York market calls today. It's a US bank holiday. Even if the markets do move, I personally won't be trading it. Sometimes you can still move on bank holidays, but again, I'm not here to trade off. You might move. I want to be guaranteed there's going to be good volume. And it's looking like this hourly, 30 minutes is going to close right back where we opened. So we're wicking highs, we're wicking lows. Let me just get rid of these levels here. So if we get rid of this, this is the reality of what we're working with right now. It's a shame for that silver trade because, like I say, I wanted to get short above the hourly highs, just didn't give an opportunity. And then where we got short, kind of wicked all the way back above. So we're grabbing highs, grabbing lows. Silver's a good idea to walk away. Gold. You did just also wick previous 30-minute lows. You are also tagging previous 30 and hourly highs. So again, very, 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 very doji. Very messy here, guys. Very, very, very messy. Yeah, nice, Bruno. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same here as well, man. To be honest, I'm probably gonna do the same. I'm not gonna trade account first day. I'm gonna take the minus 270. I'm joining you, Bruno. We're locking out. 14 hours is just too messy for me to want to watch this. There's also no need. Remember, guys, like I say, my silver trade was risky. It's like I don't just copy silver trades for the sake of trying to copy trades. I could lose 500 here. Doesn't really matter. But if you guys are on a new account or you're just on combines, don't even trade silver, guys. Silver's very, very risky. For me, it's just a risky fun play. See if we can get some shorts whilst we're on here together. But it was a very, like I say, it was a very average setup. I was happy to give it a try at one micro. So let me see here. How do you set time apart on your chart from the 5 and 15? If you favorite them down here, then they'll be right here. So you can start any of the time frames that you like to trade here, and then they'll all be there, man. Is a $277 loss ruin your day? No, not at all. $270 loss is like a break even me. $270 is nothing. Let me export this. Look, and let me put this in. Let me put this into the journal quickly. Where are we? I mean, losses should never spoil your day unless you've completely broken your plan. If you've just blown like a whole month worth of gains, wins and losses shouldn't make or break your day. I mean, this should be a little bit more, but no, this is no. If you let wins and losses affect your trading day, you're always gonna struggle as a trader. Win or loss, my day doesn't change. Unless I've done something that, like, I've really broken my plan, I've really broken my rules, and I've, like, I've wiped out like a whole month's worth of gains, then yeah, maybe it probably should. But does a $270 loss ruin my day? Absolutely not. No way. You can't let trading make or break your day. Trading should just be very neutral. You follow your plan, you traded your rules, you didn't over leverage. Absolutely not. No way. So let's have a look at this 30-minute close here, guys. 30-minute closing. Bullish doji here on silver, holding resistance, holding support. So I won't trade 830. Same as gold, wicking highs, wicking lows. Expect a very, very, very range-bound market here, guys. The reason I'm locking out is because I could sit here and try and trade these ranges and get chopped up and go, you know what? Tried to take the shorts, didn't work. Who cares? Move on. Move on. So, no, absolutely no. You cannot let trading emotions, trades affect your day. Because if you do, you'll be stressed 24/7 and you'll let trading control your whole entire life, family, everything. So, no. 200 losses is nothing. Let me just unplug my screen. But you guys on YouTube, I'm going to wrap up here. I'm not going to trade for the rest of the day, guys. Like I say, it's a US bank holiday. Happy to give these silver shorts a try. Didn't work. Cut the loss straight away. Don't even think about it. And then come right back tomorrow and do it all over again. So won't be trading US today, guys. Like I say, it's a bank holiday. So I'm taking the $270 loss, locking out, and I'll be right back again tomorrow. So trade safe today, guys. These markets are looking very, very, very range bound. Don't force it. It's Monday morning. I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe. Peace.